What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Laville back with another video. Today we're gonna talk about the myths of time constraints. Every day on. If you guys don't know me, again, my name is Laville Macron. Every day on this YouTube channel, okay, we're gonna talk about how to make sure you guys are becoming better than who you were yesterday. How to make you guys stronger in Christ. All right. We're gonna start opening up in the scripture. We're gonna start out in the book of James, chapter 4, verses 14 and 15. Go as follows. Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. You are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away. Instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and to do this or that. Right, so with this verse is going to encourage us to live in humility and recognition of God's sovereignty and His plans over our actions, right? This relates to the concept of the myth of time constraints, reminding us that while we make plans to set our goals, ultimately God's will and His sovereignty will prevail through all. Right, by acknowledging that His plans and His directions, we can let go of that anxiety, that pressure, that overwhelmingness, that perceive with the time constraints of, I'm not hitting the mark at the certain time I'm supposed to hit it, right? But instead of feeling overwhelmed with limitations of time, we invites us to trust God and His time and His patience, and ultimately seeing His purpose that aligns with His will. And ultimately, this is just reminding us how to live our lives and how we can put our hope and plans in God's hands. Alright, so today, that's why I wanted to get, that's going to set the tone for this video, guys, about the myth of time constraints. So we're going to talk about the 7 reasons why the myth of time constraints exists. Why people feel like they should be successful at this certain age. They should be hitting this mark at this certain age, but really, reality, there's no constraint of what success is. Alright, number 1, the misallocation of time, right? So often time constraints are a result of just not using time as productive, or, often having less productive activities, right? So we need to manage and prioritize our time efficiently, right? So instead of, again, it's not easy, guys, right? Instead of, watching hours on YouTube, right? You should be spending more time investing in the skill, okay? More time getting skills and more diversified and things that will transition to make you more diverse, and that will allow you to make money in the long run. Number 2, procrastination. When you have a false sense of time and constraints, you're often gonna put stuff off, right? So how often will you do that? I'm a great procrastinator myself, right? I put off cleaning my room, I put off cleaning my car, I put off cleaning, or just anything, like whatever that might be for you guys. Maybe you guys have student loan payments you guys gotta pay. Maybe it's that assignment that you're working on, or maybe it's losing weight, going to the gym, right? Or all these type of things, right? It's gonna make us feel like time is more limited, right? But when we overcome procrastination, do steps day by day, making goals that's achievable, right? We're gonna be feel less We're gonna feel less anxiety over that time, and feel more. Once we achieve that goal, we're gonna feel more successful. Number 3, lack of prioritization, right? So this is gonna be the not effectively prioritizing tasks, right? When you're not prioritizing tasks, so your prioritizing tasks might be every daily need you have to do. So maybe that might be working, or helping out your family, or going to the gym, right? Those are the type of things that you put in daily. But some things you probably can't attend to every day. So maybe spending time with your friends might be something that you can't do every night, right? Those are the type of ways that it's going to allow you to prioritize your tasks so you can achieve more success in a given little time. Number 4, ineffective work habits. So when your work habit, right, we got to understand what type of environment are we finding ourselves in. Are we often multitasking, or often, the context switching, right? Are we trying to juggle more things at once, right? So, often, for example, could that look like, are you focusing on 3 different sports at once and trying to do school and work, and trying to have social time, right? Something's gotta give. You're gonna have to spend less time doing something. Maybe you're spending less time socializing, or maybe you decrease your work schedule, right? For example, this is not easy. As a student, when I was getting my associates, I had to figure out, okay, I couldn't have a social life as I wanted to do so, right? Just to make sure I'm getting my school classes assignments due on time, and to make sure I can still have enough hours to work so I can to pay for school, right? Those are the type of when you develop that work habit and that work ethic, you're gonna reveal that time is more abundant than you believe. Number 5, overestimating tasks, right? So when you're overestimating tasks, its complexity, you're often overestimating how long the task will take to complete, right? So does it really take 3 hours to do that project, or could you do it in 2, right? Does it really take 3 hours of being at the gym, or can you be at the gym for 1 hour, 90 minutes, right? When you're focusing, when you break into tasks into smaller steps, you're gonna focus on one step at a time, and makes more tasks more manageable and more time efficient, right? So maybe it doesn't take as much time as we think. Maybe it doesn't take years to lose 10 pounds, right? Maybe you can do that in 6 months. Number 6, neglecting time for self-care, guys. This is very important. So when you're neglecting time for your self-care and your leisure, you're gonna create a perception of time constraints. When you're not prioritizing on your self-care, you're not prioritizing on the health of the soul, the body, the spirit, the mind, right? You're not gonna have a healthy relationship around the people around you. You're not gonna be productive. You're gonna often feel like you're just running out of energy, because you are. You're trying to drive a car with no gas, with no oil. You're gonna feel sluggish, right? But when you take time for self-care, putting the right nutrients, getting the right sleep, that's gonna make you feel more energy, more joy, and have the fruits of the spirit. Number 7, lastly, the mindset perspective, guys. So this is a mindset thing, okay? You gotta understand your mindset of how you perceive time, right? When you adopt have that time is limited, when you want to be a good steward of your time, you're gonna have a mindset shift of being present in the future, being present when we speak, but also looking forward as the future. What I want to be doing in the future, what type of career do I want to be in the future, what I want for my family, what I want for myself, what type of goals and ambitions I want to reach, right? When you shift your perception on the time constraints, right, you're gonna disillusion that myth of time, and maybe it's a stem that you can take everything day by day, right? Understanding that tomorrow's not promised. And pretty much, guys, what these 7 strategies is alluding to is just the stems that being able to manage, allocate, and perceive the time, right? When you address these factors, you're gonna adopt effective strategies in order to discover what is time and how flexible and available I can utilize my time that I'm currently using in my schedule, and how that looks in my life and how that may look in your guys' life, right? When we believe that to reduce the amount of time and to reduce the pressure we have around being success. Oh, I gotta have this car at this age. Oh, I gotta have that house by that age. Guys, slow down, take a deep breath. Understand that the world, they might have their blessings and at their season, and maybe your season's not due yet, right? But keep working hard, keep staying motivated, and keep being encouraged. Alright, so with that being said, guys, do always want to leave you guys with some scripture, just to take home the message, right? So second scripture we're going to talk about today is found in the book of Psalms, chapter 90, verse 12. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom, right? This verse speaks to the knowledge of life and how important it is to value our time, and how time is so valuable, right? When we become aware of our limited nature of our days, right? Our days are just like grass. we're more likely to prioritize and be more efficient of our time. But also that we're gonna be understanding that each day we get is a blessing, right? Because we deserve death, but just living, that's a blessing, right? So we want to be a good steward of that, of time, and remind us to shift our perspective on the myth of time constraint, but understand that vital resource of time and how it can be managed and how we can manage it towards God's will, His ways. And last but not least, I want to say another scripture found in the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15 and 16. Be very careful then how you live, not as the unwise but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. So this scripture is going to emphasize the approach of life, right? The wisdom of maximizing every opportunity, every time. We're going to relate to how we highlight being wise and how we live a life of managing time, and how when we encounter opportunity, take it for what it is, guys, because we don't know when our time's up, right? You understand there's no set time like an NBA or a game or our game of life. There's no set time of when it's over, right? So we want to make the most of our time, make the great relationships that we can with the people that we love, the people that we care about, and make goals and aspirations and leave a legacy, guys. But thank you guys for watching to the end. If you guys haven't already, I want you guys to share, like, comment, subscribe, do all that so we can get this channel going out to more viewers, so this can be a blessing to more people. But thank you guys. I love you guys. Peace.